Breaking news, my wonderful people. One of the well-respected women in Igbo land, the wife of late Ojukwu, has also spoken in terms of what Father Mbaka said about Peter Obi. And she said, listen, for sustainability in Nigeria, we need Peter Obi's stinginess. Bianca Ojukwu is the one who said this, and you will understand why this woman said this. She narrated an experience she had with Peter Obi, and what he said really got to her that she was like, wow, what a man with a heart truly for Nigeria. By the way, a lady or a guy sent me a message, on our comment section. I appreciate you all that keep sending messages, liking us, sharing, subscribing. We really sincerely appreciate you, and we promise to always bring you up to speed. And thank you so much. Guess what? The lady said Igbos are not ready for president, and I wonder what she meant or he meant by that word. What do you mean somebody is not ready? How do you prepare somebody? How are you sure? That really got to me because I didn't really find it funny. Let's get all the details. For sustainability and true growth development in Nigeria, we need Peter Obi's stinginess, Bianca Ojukwu declares. Bianca Ojukwu, the widow of late Biafra leader Ojukwu, has shared a story that supported the stinginess of Peter Obi. Mrs. Ojukwu was reacting to the statement made by the popular clergy, the spiritual director of Adoration Ministry, Enugu, Nigeria, Reverend Father Ejike Mbaka, who revealed why the presidential candidate of the Labour Party, LP, Mr. Peter Obi, cannot become Nigeria's president. The Fury priest has said to his congregation at the adoration ground that Mr. Obi is stingy and has been cursed, stressing that it would be better to have an old man as president than a stingy young man. Bianca's words, in life, you either live by your crude or you disgraced the very mount that makes you. The Almighty created you. Any progressive nation measures an individual by his value, not his vote. If this way of life is what is directed or described as stinginess on the part of Peter Obi, then we all need to adopt his mood for the more sustainability and more human development in Nigeria. She said, I owe no one apology on my encounter with Peter Obi. Sometime in 2009, Mr. Peter Obi, that she's addressing to Mr. Peter Obi, governor of Anambra State at the time, visited Chukwuemeka Ojukwu and myself at Dallas, Texas. He came to deliver a get well message to Dr. Goodluck Jonathan and was billed to attend a black tie event at the Dallas Metropolis. That's where men dress nicely and women wear maybe dinner gown and all that. He was due to attend a black tie event, and courtesy he flew into Dallas airport with one small carry on luggage, which he insisted on wheeling around himself, and on getting to our residence requested to freshen up. He opened his carrier up filled with files and paperwork and a few toiletries and an extra shirt with all. And I asked if he was expecting another item or luggage, and he said no. Then what are you wearing for the event tonight? We inquired. It was at the point that he struck me that he couldn't show up on his casual. It struck him that he could not show up on his casual, on what he's wearing in the ceremony. I insisted on taking him to the luxury men parts of Macy's to buy a small black suit. When we got there, he was busy doing the dollar to naira currency conversion. The suit was a perfect match for him with a dumper Tommy Ford suit with a price tag of $3,985 plus tax. He did the calculation and told me Do you know how many students this amount can train in Nigeria? I reminded him that he was the governor as well as the special guest of such an event, expecting that the evening's occasion, there'll be mayor, senators, captains of industries, among others. He needed to be well dressed top to bottom. To cut the long story short, he refused to buy that. He tempted an outrageous price, even if he was in government, for the Tom Ford suit. That was how he ended up, and bought a small price acceptable to him at $220, including of tax, for a basic man suit, which he was happy to wear to the same event. What struck me was that we were on our way to the airport to see him off for his return flight back to Nigeria. He reached out his pocket where he brought out an envelope of crisps. He bought a crisp for $100 bill. The amount on the envelope was $3,800. He said, "Anambra, this is the balance of the money I would have spent to buy the Ford suit." It was labeled on the suit was Peter Obi. I'm wondering if anybody in America will pay that amount for it. I have no doubt we can pay for that. Please use this balance for the charity foundation to help those who actually need it. I trust you will do well. We laughed heartily about it. Courtesy of Peter Obi. So you see such a man. This is not a cooker. This is not a made-up story. You can hear it yourself. And this is Bianca Ojukwu. Okay, one of the respected women in Igbo land. Okay, she had a husband who sacrificed a lot for the Igbo people, and so she's narrating Peter, her encounter and the whole ordeal with Peter Obi, what he did, and how he preferred that the less privileged, those who have not eaten, those who should go to school, became his object of observation and focus, rather than buying a luxury suit for himself. I hear people say that, even if, where is the structure? How can Peter Obi ever become a governor, a president? I beg your pardon. Listen, what God cannot do does not exist. Just take it from me. If he's meant to be a president and you and I support him, guess what? The sky is not the limit. It is the starting point. Because if God has said it that he will be president, have you heard of Goodluck Ebele Jonathan's story? This man, of course, well read, yeah. Bayelsa State was a new state, and the people wanted people that were educated. They put him as one of the commissioners. From there, he became a deputy governor without struggling. Remember, a commissioner is appointed. A deputy governor, the governor did something, was impeached, and he became the governor. 1999 to 2007, when Nigeria returned, among all that, and they were looking at the whole thing. They wanted somebody to, be a vice president to Umaru Musa Yar'Adua. They looked at the whole, remember, this one has not contested any election. They looked at the whole governors of the South because, Umaru Musa Yar'Adua was from the North. They looked at everybody. Yes, they looked at everybody. What's his name at that time? James Ibori had case, fraudery. Edo State Governor Lucky Benedion had case. River State. Everybody in the South that could match, according to, Olusegun Obasanjo, because he is from the Southwest. So he did not want to pick a Southwesterner to be the vice president. So he had to be either from the Southeast or from the South. That's how a new state, a man that just became governor because this governor had to unceremoniously leave office, became vice president. Then you know what happened to Umaru Musa Yar'Adua? He became president. The only time he contested was the first tenure, which he won. Second tenure, that was it. But what are you saying? Is the history of Nigeria going to be written without Goodluck Ebele Jonathan's name being written there? No. Because he has been a president. So my people, whether you like him or not, what God cannot do does not exist. So it is what it is. You see, it is what it is. Leave us a comment. God bless you. Have a lovely day. Bye for now.